Yahoo, yahoo, everybody, and welcome. Konnichiwa, konbanwa, ohayo gozaimasu, buenos dias, buenos tardes, buenos noches. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever and whenever you are in the world. Welcome, nothing. If everybody's having a good Monday, or at least I think it's Monday, right? Let me double check. Yes, it's Monday. I'm on vacation, so I'm a little thrown on the days of the week. And then with all the holidays and everything else, I'm a little out of whack. But it's nice. I've been getting a lot of rest and family visits. Yesterday was my daughter's birthday. And we had a good time. And today we went bowling and lots of adventure. But anyways, enough about my boring stuff. I hope all of you are having a wonderful day. Thank you for claiming first, Etrom. Thank you for claiming second, Serafina. And yahoo to YouTube as well. So, I'm going to start on Horizon. I did a run with Tilly this morning in Dynamis in Windurst. And due to the other things that were happening, I was rather busy this afternoon. From driving people places, and then getting to the Dynamis, and then hanging out with my sister. So I was all over the place. But I did get some progress while I was in there. I made some money, and I got a piece of gear too. So I might have to look and figure that out on my summoner, and try to add that in properly, make sure it's functioning. And so I think what I might start with is working on the anniversary quests. Yahoo, Kupo! Thank you for holy cow. Kupo, you're a champion. 40 stream streak. You and Serafina, I think, are in the top 2 then. I mean, I might be wrong. But hey, I'm pretty confident that puts you and Serafina in the top. That's a big number. Because I've only recently gotten... Yeah, I was gonna say, I've only recently gotten streaks unlocked on the account. But, yeah, that's really impressive. So, yeah, the plan is I'm probably gonna get on my summoner. I'm gonna try to go find that ooze in the castle in Osha there. But while I'm there and I'm fighting that and dealing with that and everything, I want to try to get this new piece working. I have a gazillion things to level up my red mage, though. I have the Immerser ring now. I have a fully recharged Emperor band. I have the Eco Warrior page still. I've been pretty busy, so I didn't get a chance to burn it all on yesterday at all. So who knows? You know, there's a lot of opportunity there too to bump the red mage further. Also on Cat's Eye, I got my Scholar to level 61. And I'm on Genki 4, and I had the Kindred Seals to do it. So I could even push 70 there, hunt for the Scholar Testimony, and fight the Scholar Unique Mat fight. It's not that it's Mat, it's a different fight, but you know what I mean, the Scholar Genki fight. So I have options. And then who knows, maybe Big Door will pop in, or Jersemi, and be interested in doing some power leveling on retail. So my heart is open to lots of options on Final Fantasy XI tonight. If I somehow run out, there's also the playthrough of Suikoden 5. And so worst case scenario, and not worst case, but, you know, if I run out of things, I'll switch over to that. That'll probably be later tonight. So if you're only interested in the Suikoden 5 playthrough, I would suggest take a nap and check back with me in a couple hours. And that's just because, you know, I'm playing an MMO. You know MMOs, how they go and everything. They're always a couple hours play session at least. But I definitely want to continue on the Suikoden journey, because if I don't play it at least like once a week or so, I'm gonna forget like my pace and what my gear is, and you know, all those like little finer details of your save data. I don't know if people are like really good at remembering all that kind of stuff, but for me it's like, I gotta at least play it once a week to kind of keep all that information in my brain. But alright, that all said, I've been Ranty Panda. Let's switch over to the game screen. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Or night at this point for me. So I'm a white mage. because that was the job I was last on. So let's see what I got from Dynamics completely, because honestly, I didn't even really check. I know I got coins or shells, and I sold them to Suguru. The Suguru was really close to finishing the stage relic they were on. But it looks like I got a relic dagger. I got relic knuckles. They're not like I'm gonna be going after those or anything, right? But the Beastmaster hat, ooh. This is the really good one, the Summoner Spats. The legs, relic legs, because it lowers the blood pack ability delay by 2. And then the Paladin feet, which enhances, I think, the Sentinel timer by 10 seconds. Could be wrong by that, though. Or they may have even nerfed it slightly on this server. But yeah, so I got a bunch of stuff. Made some money. I could probably go and buy a high-quality staff now. I'm at this point now where it's like, alright, what other gear slots can I improve on? I mean, obviously there's a million you can go after, right? But for healers in particular, the biggest thing you want is like a big MP pool. And then the ability to heal on your knee and get MP back as quickly as possible. So HMP. And then from there, like, you know, a heal potency, and there's a bazillion sets you could get into. But those first two I said are always, like, the most important. So the highest MP sets in the game, outside of, like, going into HQs and stuff, pretty much fall into, like, this kind of stuff. And so one of the recent ones I picked up was the Errant Cape, which now on Horizon is, like, 500k. But it does have some very, very rare materials in it, which is why it's so expensive. And then, I also got the Loki ring, which is from Limbus, and 75 Ancient Beast coins. This one you still use in retail, by the way. I mean, not all jobs is at BIS. Some mages in particular get a better fast cast, but not the melees. So, yeah, it's pretty good stuff. So let's change my summoner. And I head to Castle Osher's ass, so I will have to take the outpost warp to Oregamo. White Mage Shub. Yeah, definitely White Mage Shub. So the strange thing is, I'm looking at it, my level 52 Evoker Spats are probably a better item because they give me evasion skill if I get hit, and accuracy with the avatar while it's out, plus the 15 MP. Might be one of the first pieces I'm gonna upgrade. I have to look it out. It's probably not true. There's probably better plus ones. I feel like I've looked over it before. But it's interesting to me because I would want to rotate into the other piece when I use a blood pack to lower the timer by 2 additional seconds. Yahoo yahoo hung solo! How goes it? Did you happen to make any I mean, I hate to be a pest, but like, this is how my brain is, right? But did you happen to make any progress on Promi Vosel? I'm gonna be hunting Anniversary Quest Monster. Trying to get my summoner set to work better here. How are you? Yahoo yahoo! Ah, 3 paths. Oh, yahoo yahoo, ow. Yeah, they'll lurk on you forever, Al. Alright, so the oregano warp. Oh, my signet's about to wear out. I've been sitting AFK for a while. Oh, you're after 3 paths? Oh, Lord Almighty. We need to get you into C. Like, we can possibly... We might be able to do that tonight. I mean, I don't want to get your hopes up or anything, but I don't mind rerouting my stuff a little bit. That just means all you have is the 3 NM sats, right? The tonberries and stuff. And a bunch of legwork. But then it's the airship fight, isn't it? Thank you, Seraphina. Okay. I'm glad to hear you made progress, though. But yeah, that's, that stage with the 3 NMs is definitely, doable with 275. Trioable, 100%. And then from there, it's just a couple more people that want some hap and teleport out to Tabnesia. It's a level 60 cap fight, so it's a little tough. But yeah. Yahoo, Big Door. Okay, so that puts Big Door, Seraphina, and then Koopa at the top then. For the watch streaks. Congrats on the 40 watch streak, Big Door. Given that I start at somewhat random times of the night, I am impressed. Oh, oregano was on page 2, wasn't it? That's right, blew right past it. Not on page 3. So, Big Door, how has your progress been in retail? Have you unlocked the jobs you wanted and stuff? No music out here. Sad. My puppy's being so cute. He's been on my lap since the start of the stream. And he just moved his head on my arm. He started snuggling my arm. Aw, Loki, you're so cute and cozy. The fire weather in the jungle for people trying to unlock Summoner. That's fair. I just figured I'd check in about it, you know? Oh, wow, nice. 55? And you did it, all through healing parties and everything? Or were you pulling a Tilly and doing the melee stuff? Yeah, it's true. Not all the artifact pieces are super duper important, but some of them I still use on my white mage often. A real white mage. I've been enjoying watching Tilly do melee through the levels. But it definitely has been, interesting sometimes. Some players' reactions have been, I gotta give them kudos for being brave, you know? Like, I always tend to do melee in, low-person situations. Oh, there you go. And my scholar on Cat's Eye is 61 now. I have to go do, Genki 4. Then I'll probably go and farm, Gooskin Tunnel until... At Gooskin Tunnel. Oh my gosh. There's a couple zones, actually, I could do. I could even Asha. I have a bunch of places I could farm, but I have to end in Ronfar in the past. Because that's the only place where the Scholar Testimony drops. Yeah, I agree. I think a lot of black mages would get kind of angry, though. Scholars can do a lot of really cool things, especially when melees are coordinated enough to make skill chains. The helixes are no joke. And then if you're really willing to spend your 2-hour, Astra is how we beat the hardest bosses in retail. Like, one of the hardest bosses in retail, the agreed upon way to beat it is to gas up your scholar to next Tuesday and then have it Cowstra the boss. And then everybody dies, but the boss dies too, and then you just re-race. I mean, it's a little more nuanced and complicated than that, obviously. Every roll is important. There's a bunch of things you gotta do to make sure that the Cowstra hits for max damage, and... like, it worked. It worked. And then, like, I don't know if anybody... you guys haven't fought any Scholar enemies yet, but getting hit with a Cowstra stinks. There's no way to remove a Cowstra except from a Scholar hitting you with Umbrava. Umbrava is the only thing that can remove a Cowstra. And for that to happen, the Scholar has to use their 2-hour. Long story short, you gotta pretty much kiss your butt goodbye. If you get hit by a Cowstra. Or your healer's gotta have a lot of MP. Sometimes it would even catch me by surprise. I wouldn't notice I'd have it. I'd finish a battle. And then I'd like put my controller down, go grab a drink or something. And then just come back to my corpse. The gate guards are only level 21. Yeah, Dancer's a lot of fun. The Empyrean weapon, the Twashtar, is a very powerful weapon. Yeah, Dancer's top weapon gets argued about all the time because each of them are very, very powerful and have very unique properties about them that make the playstyle very unique. I'm very fond of it. It's not the top DPS, for sure. But it's the top DPS that has alliance-wide support, I think. Alright, before I go too hard on this, let me just double check. Let me do a search again here. There it is. Alright, map 2. H9. Alright, so map 2 is actually where you fall down. But at the same time, it's also the altar room, where you do the Magicite quest. So that said, yeah, which point of was it again? H9. Search ever by the password number 2 section? Yeah, alright, either way, I'm gonna have to head towards the altar room. Okay. We can do that. And to play the guessing game. What do you think, chat? Left or right? Ugh. Guessed wrong. That's what I hit, Catty P. So this is the map I actually need to be at, but we need to get to the normal section. Back to the proper map. Now, can I get to the Switch in time? I should be able to. I just gotta make sure I hit the right side. Yahoo yahoo, Catty P, by the way. Hope you're having a good day. I guess the first real question that I'm gonna have to figure out is what comes out of my mod board. Not an easy decision, never mind. That was easier than I thought it was going to be. So what comes out of my mod wardrobe question to get the other more important piece in? Meme number 5. Thank you for the 7 street, Catty P. feel like that's something we would see in Autogun. A lot of that, like, number 5, number 7, number 11. The Lamia love to, like, number their stuff. Let's get my atomic rat out in case things go badly. Figure that's what they call creativity. And nothing wrong with that. I think sometimes people just tease how you channel it, you know? And that's really all it comes down to. People don't always understand creativity, unless it's like a movie or a book or a game they play. But you just pop it into your head, you know? And there's nothing wrong with that, that's just part of who you are. That is a piece of what makes you, you. And the same thing with Caddy P, you know? Sometimes Jolt will be here too, try to make silly puns. It's all part of the fun adventure. I know I like to make puns on other people's moments in their games. Or something's like absolutely hilarious. Then again, I guess people's perspective on hilarious might vary. Because for me, what I find hilarious might not be the same as what other people think is hilarious. Oh, and on a rare case, everybody's on vacation in Horizon for Bastok. Bastok is in last place. We're back to last stock in Horizon. It makes sense, everybody's probably on Christmas vacation. So you know what that means, right? If you're still gaming. Less people camping the NM. Oh yeah, try to get into angelic lore stuff. I read the books Enoch about that for, like, fun inspiration about that. And they get wild. Blows my mind that people thousands of years ago could think of such amazing ideas. Or whether, you know, not to get into theologians like space. Or, like, whether those ideas existed or not. It's still cool either way. Whether it was an idea imagined or whether it exists, it's amazingly crazy. Alright, we are on the right map now, I think. Yes, we are. Maybe I'm thinking of this wrong. Maybe I should be idling in the pre-blood patch just to make sure it fires properly. No, because then I would mess up my refresh and stuff. I can write this in smarter. But it's still gonna be a pain in the butt, and... I probably want to write in the artifact beast then. That would be the smartest way to do it. Now enough, I'm sorry if I'm ranting, everybody. I'm trying to figure out the smartest way to write in an intelligent blood pack macro without having to make a Luishita cast for it. Well, alrighty then, I think this is where it pops. I still have the perpetual hourglass from Dynamis in my inventory. I have a few things in my inventory I'll need to get rid of, or store. Alright, so what is the pop time on this guy? Oh, wow. Yahoo Yahoo 7 Pie, thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. I'm doing anniversary NMs here, trying to get my summoner sets to work. Yahoo Yahoo Shrug. Yahoo Yahoo Blessing.
Incoming emote.
Oh, no worries, Seven Pie. Thank you for the raid. Good luck with your food and your rest. So we bumped into Katie Bedford. Katie Bedford is here. So I saw her invite. She came with company. Hey, it makes it interesting. Don't move too far. Okay, dead. Kirby! Stop being silly. Oh, that's right, she's got the joy toy. Let's have, and do a big heal. I know I should have that at like a lower timer, but... Oh, there's Yush! It's here! Alright, let's get rid of, Sorry, Kirby, we need bigger gas for this ooze. Ooze scares me. Now I have 20 seconds. I don't think I got the message. Damn, I have to fight it again. I think she got it. There, she got it. Definitely made it spicy. I think it's really cool that me and Katie just randomly bumped into each other down here. Yahoo, Semi. Welcome. We had an interesting and spicy moment there. $152. Interesting. Yeah, so I bumped into Katie Bedford. I was down here farming Anniversary Monster, and Katie Bedford needed it too, and she came with some company, so I immediately invited her, and we beat it up together. Oh, well, hello there, Buster. I know, I was resting. See, now you're gonna get to meet Effort. And Effort doesn't like you. Hey, what level are you, Mr. Lutenist? Avengers. He put me to sleep with Lullaby. What a bard. Alright, let's just chill right here in the center. Oh yeah, well... No, it was good. We got a raid from Seven Pie. And then, like, I was hanging out here waiting for a monster to pop up for the event. And Katie came running in through that door there with a whole bunch of Yagudo. So it was just spicy and fun. Sorry, I guess by spicy I didn't mean, like, anything like, flirty or political or anything. Spicy to me means, like, a whole bunch of monsters coming in to kill you that you weren't expecting. Or a friend. Yeah, definitely game shenanigans. Pretty much, I'd say about, was it like 10 birds? Yeah, I'd say about 10 Yagudo. She was helping somebody else, and then that person Leroy Jenkins through the zone and left her with a bunch of aggro. Oh, she's a smart duck. Katie can handle her own. She probably would have been okay by herself, but since she bumped into me, it was convenient. We were able to clean it up very cleanly. Yeah, she's actually really good. But she's good at fighting, for sure. Much like myself, navigation definitely help is always appreciated. I even got double balloted. Alright, Mr. Ooze number 2. So if I rest, the Yagudo will aggro me. I could invisible. I don't want to, so I'm just gonna let my natural, protect here kick in. Let's think about this. 3 blood pack set would need to have the evokers. Not the evokers. The summoner set. I would lower it by 7 seconds. Sakura. Then the main BP set would have to have the accuracy. Oh, it's all good, one goal at a time, you know? Sometimes if you're feeling a little burnout at Cat's Eye or something like that, then you can work on your retail character and so on and so forth, you know? In the same way you're doing the Unbreakable Crystal Warrior. I'd imagine you don't want to do just that the whole time, right? I don't know, chat, what do you think? Is that too complicated for a blood pack macro? I always joke about coding in Final Fantasy XI. Oh nice, Stormwind is a really powerful weapon skill. Okay, I did a very slight change there. The question being, yeah, be what I was afraid of. Let's test it. As soon as an ooze comes. My goodness. Okay, he wasn't kidding about, like, it being, like, a different ooze ID that's, like, totally in a different spot of the map. Worst case, if I kill this one that pops here, and I don't get it, maybe I'll message her, just say... You seem kinda weak and squishy. Maybe I can test it out on you. Let's see. I'm gonna watch my gear very carefully. I don't think it fired properly. No, it did totally take out my guy here. Red. Alright, so 1935. 14D. But it looks like... I'm still in the summoner spats. But I said it's my idol? If that's the case, then that makes sense. I did. Okay. It's probably the best configuration. I want to make sure I have a full view of the pool. I'm still not capped on my summoner on staff. Okay, this is ID 153. That wasn't okay. Oh, it's not 152. Okay, so I see what she's saying. It could either be 152 or 153, so this probably won't give it to me. But again, I mean, who knows? If it's a very specific set to an ID, then Katie's right. Okay, I didn't get a message. Alright then. Did I properly switch into... Why am I in Baron Slops? What about my set said to switch into Baron Slops? HMP. It's 57 though. $59. 60. Oh, I know. I know why. That's right. I'm a smart panda. Let me show you what I did. I'm remembering my genius now. I should have wrote this down. Or maybe I'm not a genius, but y'all tell me. I set on my release macro to switch into my HMP set. Because if I'm letting go of my, my avatar, chances are I'm nearly about to take a knee. Not always, but if I'm not taking a knee and I'm just running around, I can just quick switch back into my idle set. But usually if I'm dismissing, I'm about to drop to my knee and try to get some more MP. I don't think there's anything else with HMP that I can get on Horizon. I mean, there's the sub-red mage earring, right? Yeah, I can't think of anything else. The Baron pants, the Hierarch belt, the Urin Hoplande, the relaxing earring, and the dark staff. Chat, am I forgetting something for HMP? I mean, I already know about the sub-red mage earring. Not sub-red mage right now, but you know, I'm aware of its existence. And I know Cat's Eye has a gazillion options and retail has a gazillion options. So this is more of a Horizon deck, targeted question. Am I missing any HMP pieces? Because I don't think I am, but I just want to check. Yeah, someone teach me about Final Fantasy XI. Yeah, I'll pull it back up for a sec here. So how are you doing, Blessing? I hope you're having a good night. Dude, just while I'm waiting, I'm practically half about to do deliveries on Cat's Eye. I have my Cat's Eye character, like, right here. I have, like, 4 things on it. Let's see. Okay, I have enough Kindred Seals on me. Check. And pull up Genki 4 and my screenshot of Matt's hints. Okay, hit 1. to Port Sandy. I can teleport to that one. I can't eat. Oh, that one close to there. J's all the way to the right. Okay, so... Magic work. Okay, so that's slightly off. You figure I've done Genki 4 enough times I should remember all these NPCs, but nope. It's such like a small portion of the game it kind of blips out of your mind. At the Sandy Magic Shop. Very well hidden. Alright, Scowling Stone get. Where's the closest HP crystal? Finished. Yeah, what's the next hint? Boy watching over Dalzak's home. Will fast at markets. Easy. Basak Market E11. Chances are HP 4. Let's take a quick peek. Is the ooze back? Ooze is not back. Oh, never mind. E11's down there. You know, I know how to read maps. I'm good at logistics. It's probably 15 minutes. I thought I was sitting here like, well, I could stand here and talk to everybody for 15 minutes. I think I got the macro firing properly, so what I should really do is try to edit it into all my other macros and fix them. But then I know I got Genki 4 just sitting here waiting. So I was like, you know what? Here's Quill. Smiling Star. Alright. Next hint. A Galkin child who's great at hiding. Vobel and Salbina. That's an easy one. I already know who the last one is just off the hint. Last one is Kupipi. Bobo, yeah? Okay. I was gonna say, I was pretty sure there's a Scalpin child hiding here. Somberstone? Because he got found. I gotta go hit up Kupipi. Hippies in Winder's Walls at Heaven's Tower. Yahoo yahoo Shlucky Poo. I'm hunting anniversary monsters, but since we're in between ooze pops, I was doing Genki 4 on my cat's eye character. How are you? Excuse me? Fishing and merits? Well, hey, at least you're alternating it between two things. Blue shangs, blue shangs, blue shangs. Spirited stone. So I just gotta turn this into Matt. Matt should be like, you're able to go level 70 now on that scholar. I just had a peek. Alright, no ooze yet.
Incoming party invite. Incoming towel. Incoming emote.
We found a Mithra that is also here for the use. $750 carps? Holy cow. I'm assuming you bought... Yeah, you had to have bought a bunch of this, but still, that's amazing. As soon as I hear a single battle song start, we'll switch over to the other screen. But I want to see if I can turn this into Matt first. Zero to 15? Oh, wow. I think I'm like on my horizon. I think I'm like level 4, maybe even less. And then on my main, it's probably like level 10 or 11 or something. Maybe less. Alright, talking to Matt, but I hear slime. Ah, never mind, I thought I heard a slime. Freaked out. Oh yeah, okay, my level limit is now level... Okay. Good, good, good. Cat's eye character, cap, raised. Now I can grind it out to level 70. And I'm gonna have to farm a summoner, or rather a scholar testimony. Assuming the scholar test even works on you. Alright, let's park my character there. It's a dark night, so I'll probably alternate between Haste the God, Spring Water. Yeah, they customize a lot on Cat's Eye, so it can be hard to tell. And then sometimes they'll change it right under my nose, too. Fresh re-raise. Apparently my re-raise is wearing out. Here's one. Ooh, it's the ID we want, too. Nice, I got the message. Alright, I'm gonna give them a spring water. I'm gonna bounce out of here. Treat staff has a charge. We got somebody else here. There we go, they got a friend now. Yahoo, yahoo, Solar Froggo. Hope you're having a wonderful day.
Incoming emote.
So we gotta turn this prize in. How was this show bad, chat? I mean, don't get me wrong. I know there's worse. I know. So we're heading to Cosm next. And we completed Genki 4 on the Cat's Eye character. So that grind's ready to go. Just a little detour through Sea Serpent's Grotto. Oh, Mr. Puppy, do you want to get off my lap? You've been so good this whole time, but that's okay if you want to hop off. Are you all done chilling on my lap? Oh wow, you've been on my lap for an hour and a half. You were such a good puppy, yes you are. Wanna get down? You can stay on my lap too if you want, no pressure. You just got up. I know, you probably want a treat, don't you? Yeah, I bet you want a treat. Oh no, you're laying back down, okay. Alright, that's you doing the cute pose. Okay. You do want a treat. Yeah, I bet. Okay, give me a second. Ava. He loves a treat. And it's been a little while since I've given him one, so... I think he's been such a good puppy on my lap. I love this music. I know I say it every time, but I really do. Alright, so off to Norg. Hop on a chocobo to Chasm. Actually, do I have tuning forks? Oh, here, I may as well grab the Leviathan tuning fork if I don't have it. Oh, no, I do, okay. Alright, I have all the tuning forks already pre-prepared. So, Jersemi, are you still there? Big Door, are you still there? Did you happen to unlock any of the advanced jobs at all that you wanted to level up or set up the Genkai for your character on retail at all? I know that Big Door was saying that they didn't get a chance to get very far. But possibly even one advanced job or something like that, maybe? No, I'm not working on the Summoner quest. So, this server has an anniversary quest. I think it's for its third year? Third or fourth year. Can't remember. And so what happens is that they gave out these hints about where there's NMs. Yahoo Zeus. And they gave out these hints about NMs and other monsters in like vague and hard to get to places. And so then when you get them, you can turn it in. And then you get anniversary ring for the first prize, and then eventually you unlock Mod Satchel Space 5 slots. It's just a fun little side thing to do. And I figured while I was waiting in between spawns, I could update my my equip sets and macros. Oh.
Incoming emote.
Yeah, Summoner's a nice job in the pocket. Oh, I ran right past the Chocobo. Oh, Yasumi Nasai, Salty Tater? I know. The Kuro, kimono, and the kitty ears. Okay. I hope you're well. It's been a minute. I hope you had a really good holiday and everything. Give me 1 second here. I'll AFK into that so I can change. Yahoo Yahoo action figure. Konbanwa. Yeah, for Salty's in Japan, right? And it's the morning time? Well, it might be more the afternoon time, but that's why I went with Ohio. But yes, for me, where I'm at right now, it's definitely nighttime. It would be Konbanwa. Am I getting lost in the jungle? Yup, yes I am. That's okay. I'll figure this out. I usually hug the left wall, but I got distracted. I was happy to see an old friend. The best kind of distraction, chat. Play it safe. Yeah, logging in the other zone, the Yoder Jungle, was a lot more popular on this server. The Logging Mafia, they're called. It's really just a meme now. Usually there's just groups of people that'll actually, get into a party just for logging. And they'll take, different corners of the zone to make sure that the shinies keep reappearing. Aw, thank you, action figure. I appreciate all the support from everybody on YouTube and Twitch and stuff like that. When I started doing this, I was just putting up stuff in my retail link show just for member berries so I could look back on it later and smile. Even if it had one view and that one view was me, that was kind of the goal. I mean, well, okay, maybe I wanted to be a few more than just me. Maybe some of my old link show mates and stuff. And so then I was just putting up some of my own solo stuff that I was just challenging myself. I never thought in a million years that it would explode into what it has. I never thought I would ever make a single dime from this. I never thought I would meet so many cool people. I never thought I would push myself into areas that I never thought I would go, or essentially get me out of my own comfort zone. Wait, this is a dead end, isn't it? I think I just walked into a dead end thinking I was smart and that this was the right way. Yeah, this is a dead end. Whoops. Sometimes it's smart to run into the cave. Oh, for a second I was 7 ply. Wait, is that an old friend? Okay, well, a new friend, but still. Yeah, I agree. It's one of the reasons I keep playing it all these years later, Even when I've taken breaks, it always calls back to me. I'll be playing other games and part of my mind will be like, remember when you were having fun with friends and not playing by yourself? Yeah, Final Fantasy XI was fun. Alright, so we're in Chasm now. We're not gonna get any prize for this turn-in. I think the next prize is 3 turn-ins. We'll get our next hint, and I'll know what the next monster is gonna be. I'm not promising that I'm gonna fight it today. But, cause I kind of want to slow burn these, if I'm being honest. But, I've liked this event a lot more than the one where you gotta buy expensive items and find a weird spot to trade it and stuff. I think this is my favorite anniversary event. Okay. Well, definitely feel free to wave to me, too. What do you play on Horizon? Yeah, 3 paths is a tough one. Yeah, currently I'm on Horizon, Drusemi. And then I have Cat's Eye loaded right here. We just finished Genki 4 on Cat's Eye.
Incoming emote.
Brought the beast down?
Incoming emote.
Alright, so that's my next hint.
Incoming emote.
Okay, she will say it again. Okay. Screenshot time. Alright, we got the screenshot. I'm most curious. Frozen halls where crystals gleam. An ice elemental and Ologren range. In the Jorgamond area. Mob ID 17 and 18 seem to be common triggers. Oh no. Oh no. That is a frightening. Do people even farm Jorgamon on the server? Do they give him good enough gear on Horizon that people actually fight him? Because on retail it's usually, I mean, even back in the day it was usually left abandoned. So Shukipu, did you get the teleport done for Tenzin? So you would be done Tenzin and Lovrence's path, right? So you were trying to get a group together for Olmia's path? Oh, that's a bummer. I wonder if there's anybody else around. Does anybody happen to know somebody that does the Tenzin path, Tractor Truck? Or has a character loaded for that for money? Or Gil, rather? Alright, let's switch to sub Black Mage. So I'm gonna have to go out on my summoner for sure. It's an elemental. Hologren range, though. I kinda wanna hunt it down, chat, if I'm being honest. I was gonna XP on my red mage. But now I wanna see if Jorgi's up. I'm not gonna fight Jorgi, I'm not crazy. But you know. Okay, so outpost warp out to... It's a lot of jobs, by the way, action figure. I'm just reading back on back chat. Yangle Shagoon. Yahoo Yahoo James! We finished the anniversary class with the ooze. And then the next one is Ice Elemental near Jorgamon, the worm, the great dragon, in Olivin Range. Quite a scary endeavor, but just scary enough to pique my interest. Aw, salty. Oh wow, that's 1,500 bits. Holy cow. Salty, thank you so much. Merry Christmas to you as well. I know that in Japan they like to eat KFC for Christmas or some type of fried chicken. I don't know if you follow that tradition or not, but if you do, super cool. And I hope you had delicious fried chicken. Oh, did I pass it? I passed it. You need Valadunia. I've convinced you? Don't get me wrong, Horizon is a slow and it's a very hard server. But it's a lot of fun. Yahoo Yahoo Merchant! It has been a crazy week. Yesterday was my daughter's birthday. Today I had to she wanted to have a sleepover with her friends. I had to bring her home today. Then I had a Dynamis in the morning with Tilly's stream. Then my sister's in town, so we went to have lunch at a pizza place. Then we went bowling. Then I came home, and now I'm streaming. So it's been a very busy day just in today. But that's, sometimes those are the fun types of days. I'm really happy to have family in town. I don't get to see my sister a ton. I love her show. And, yeah, it was nice. I haven't bowled in a while either. I was so happy I actually hit 1 strike. The whole game. Well, I got 2. Okay, I got 1 each game. We played 2 games and I got 1 strike in each game. You spares. I think I wound up getting like 118 the one game and the other game was like 97. That was the warm-up game, okay? I used to be able to bowl like 180 back when I was in school. But yeah, clearly I got very, very rusty. To say the least. Final Fantasy X? It's your first playthrough? I can't say anything, Merchant. Just soak it in. Soak it in, explore, talk to people. Final Fantasy X has one of the best written worlds and world lore of all the Final Fantasies. It's so fleshed out. But I hope you really enjoy the playthrough. Some people really tease this one laughing scene. But if you're really paying attention to the game series and the lore and everything, I think that you, of all people, will understand the context, like the deeper context of everything. As you get later in the game, I would say save your sphere grids. Plan them out. Don't just randomly throw them around. Look at the paths, like look ahead and stuff. You really want to get all the main abilities for your characters before you start going too crazy. So like, you look ahead on their paths and be like, oh look, there's Rays. Oh look, it's Curaga, like that kind of stuff. And then you might be able to pull Yuna into like, say, Lulu's path. You'll get these spheres that let you teleport. And to like, teleport to a sphere you've already claimed on another character. And then like, it's super smart big brain to teleport Yuna over to Lulu and start teaching her black magic, because her magic score is already very high, and then Yuna could start doing like devastating stuff. Or on the flip side, same thing with Lulu. On Yuna, you can move Lulu over to Yuna and get her some white magic, and so on, stuff like that. Kimari is the hardest one. Kimari starts in the middle and can move into anybody's path. But if I'm being 100% honest, my favorite path usually to throw Kimari towards first is Riku's path. Because Riku is a character you get super late in the game, the thief character, and you can get access to a lot of her stuff earlier than you even get her. That's all I can really say without getting too spoilery, I think. I would take Kimari down Tidus's path for more haste. You know, that's a perfectly valid choice too, Shilky Poo. Isn't there an achievement for that though, Big Door? Filling out the sphere grid on all characters? I feel like there's a trophy for that. Like some insane, totally not worth it bronze trophy or something. You put Kimari down Oren's path for a heavy hitter? Yeah, so just keep in mind, yeah, Kimari's flexible. He's close to every character's sphere grid, and he can easily break into one. You get like a level 1 lock or whatever really easy to break Kimari into one of them. And so you want to be really careful which one you pick. And then Kimari will be like a blue mage hybrid with whatever character you decide to pick it with him. Am I being a dum-dum? Yes, I am. I'm being a dum-dum. We're not supposed to come down yet. Now chat, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't walked the Jorgi in years, so I am 100% getting lost on this walk. But I'm here for it. Well, hey, that works. To each your own, Big Door, whatever motivates you, you know? Like, some people wonder why I haven't quit 11 already, because I already got as much done as I did. And it's just like, you know, like, as I started making other characters, like, you gotta make your own purpose in games. You gotta find your own joy, and that's okay. Oh, by the way, merchant, I bought Grandia 2 while it was on sale for $10. So I have a legal copy of Grandia 2 remastered now. So I'll be able to stream that, not in the near future, but it's in the box. So, well, I'm trying to figure out what the best way to select games is. So maybe we'll have to do like a wheel or something. I see a lot of streamers doing this wheel thing. And so maybe I can come up with a clever and a cute way to do it. Hopefully before you turn 40. Okay, well that I don't know how old you are, but there's a good chance that'll happen. Oh yeah, definitely then. I'm more looking into like, I picked up a bunch of games and I have a bunch of games slotted in mine. Retro and various remasters and stuff for 2026. Different like revisits, games I haven't played through yet. And now I have to figure out how I'm going to be doing YouTube because the Parasite Eve full playthroughs that I made and put up, they crashed YouTube. And now YouTube's changed its rules. I can only make a 12-hour long video. So I'm probably have to break it up into parts. I might edit it a bit more clean. And maybe do like a focused story one versus like the hunting part. I don't know. Oh yeah, it's true. Yeah, I know, they make you pick jobs and stuff, Big Door. It's a big pain. Yeah, I did pick up the new Final Fantasy Tactics too. That was on sale. So I picked up the new Final Fantasy Tactics. I picked up a couple Atelier games. I had Atelier Sophie. But now I have a couple more. I like the whole mysterious. Well, I didn't get Atelier Sophie too. But I figured I don't have to rush that till I beat Sophie 1. So those guys are true sight. You don't want to mess with them. Level 72. Yeah, I like Xenogears. I haven't played through Xenogears in a while. We had a vote on the Discord for the next game I was gonna play, and Legend of Heroes won the vote. And so I streamed it, I think, 3 separate occasions. And I got kind of angry. I think you were here, Merchant. I got kind of angry over the translation. It frustrated me a bit. Not a bad game at all. But I wish I spoke and read better Japanese so I could just play the Japanese version. Honestly, hopefully one day I do. Hopefully one day my Japanese is good enough that I can just play the Japanese version. That'd be fun. I'd have a long list of games actually to play then. Of games that I never got to play because they never got localized. Ah. You know, here's an example of that big door that comes to mind for me. So in Saga Frontier, I always like playing a Celis. Because with the Celis, you can sell some of your LP at the LP shop and get the Ashura sword super early. And then you can just like stomp on the rest of the game. The only hard part about it is the Celis' bosses. I have a copy of World of Final Fantasy. I've only maybe played it for like 4 hours, Looky Poo. It looked really fun. I definitely didn't give it a fair shot. Like, I don't have any bad feelings or ill will towards it or anything. But I didn't give it as much time as I think it probably deserved. You know what it is? Okay, I think I remember what it is that was bothering me. So there's this Moogle that's voiced by this one girl. And, I don't know, like, she's a pretty good voice actress and everything, but they have her say Kupo after, like, everything. And it drives me bonkers. I love Moogles, but, like, I don't think Moogles would say Kupo after, like, every single thing. So that one kind of drove me, like, it kind of reminded me of Paimon from Genshin Impact. Like, I love Genshin. Genshin's really beautiful and has some really cool fighting systems and advanced stuff. And then there's Paimon. Final Fantasy Zero, Type 0 comes to mind too, because I think it had that same Moogle. I really like the art style of World of Final Fantasy. It's whimsical and cute. Yeah, Pokemon Final Fantasy, I'll have to really give it more of a chance then, for sure. I remember that, like, with the big characters, like a behemoth, you could only have, like, a behemoth out, or, like, size was so important, the size of the monster. And so it was something that you had to factor in heavily. Yeah, exactly, Merchant. I kind of feel like Square Enix overused the Moogle a little bit. It kind of got me tired of it. It was just like, the Moogle again. The tutorial Moogle. It's like the Navi of Final Fantasy. Not that Navi's bad, you know? Just Navi's a little annoying sometimes. Same thing with Paimon. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Okay, so I picked up Lunar, because Lunar was on sale, so that's Lunar 1 and 2. I picked up Grandia 2. I picked up Final Fantasy Tactics. And then I picked up some Atelier games. So that was my Christmas present to myself. But actually, my dad gave me some money for my birthday and for Christmas. So I guess I could say it's what my dad got me for Christmas and my birthday. Paimon's a character in Genshin Impact Big Door that, is adorable, but eventually gets... I don't know, is toxic positivity the word? Because she's not positive all the time. She complains. I don't know, she's a bit much. Like, it feels unrealistic sometimes, I guess. She takes me out of it. So there's an ice elemental. Not in the right area, though. Yeah, it did. 13-2, I felt could have been a little bit better. It could have been a proper sequel. I think the ending, like the last 25% got kind of wild. It's still an acceptable game. 13-3, I never finished 13-3. I just, I don't know. I struggled to get the will. I'd say I was similar Big Door, except maybe 100 hours. Maybe 120 hours. I definitely gave Genshin a healthy chunk of time. Something chaos, Bahamut. Something lightning. Am I close? Oh, and lightning takes over as god. I thought I was close. Am I at least lukewarm? That is a level 86 Gigas Brawler. So when you get to Pulse Big Door, 13 gets fun. But that's 20 hours in. Maybe a little bit more than 20 hours. Then you get to Pulse, and all of a sudden the game opens up to this really, really fun adventure. That's super cool. And then it's but why wasn't the game like this the whole time? And the game never really answers that. I mean, it does answer it in a lore way, but you know. Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot, 13-1. I thought it was a very clever battle system. Oh wait, I think I'm right where Jorgi spawns. I think I'm like standing right on top of his spawn spot. Yeah, I think this is where we need to be. Let me double check. What? Year Ice Elemental 119. Level 82? Oh boy. $17 and $18. G7 and G8. That'd be more over this way. But there's only well, not a Snoll. An Agluic. Oh yeah, for sure. They 100% did. So this is G8. And then G7 to the north. That's 119. And that's a 118. Okay. So chances are this is what they meant. Oh, hold on. There's somebody. Black Mage.
Incoming party invite.
Let's get some Eliason cooking here first. Well, this works. 2 black mages and a summoner. HHP. There are some DPSs that go really hard, and we'll get that as a set. It's really impressive. When you're solo a lot, you know, sometimes you don't have that much downtime. Speaking of HMP, my HMP set? I don't think so. How's everybody doing? I don't think I got the message on that one, by the way. Yeah, 100% didn't. Yeah, sometimes all it takes is a couple levels, you know? You'll get the attribute bonuses and they can't hit you anymore. I may stay right here. I mean, I could pull it if you want. Okay. Never mind, that works. Yahoo Yahoo takeover. Nya 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 nya. And Merchant, I like what your theory is. I don't know who that is, but I know you're talking about Zenless and Zero.
Pyong pyong.
Pion Pion Zeus. I think it's time for me to go shopping for another elemental. Not make friends with Mr. Schnaw. No, 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 Mr. Schnaw. Oh, hold up, you just disappeared. Oh no, because the snow went away. Oh, crap. It was right in front of me, Zeus. Maybe? I can't remember, Big Door. I think I should put up an invisible. I'm far away not to get aggro. Yes, I am far away enough not to get aggro. Now we're kind of hoping for weather. So, alright, chat. Does anybody in chat know of all... Like, I'm sure some people it's already done all of these because, you know, they're just bosses like that. It's just one of the most annoying, hardest ones because it's like a level 82 that's weather dependent. Thanks for coming out, Merchant. Yeah, so book up Vanadil hours. I appreciate the show of support and everybody that comes out to say hello. Even if it's a game that they're not super interested in. I know not everybody that watches me is into Final Fantasy XI for sure. Then I know some people only watch me for that too, so it's kind of like a little bit from both camps. And that is perfectly fine, because I play both. I like retro games, and single-player games, and Final Fantasy XI. Part of me wants to move my character on Cat's Eye over. Yeah, let's get my character over to the camp. Gustav Tunnel. Wait, it's a Zilla area. That Schnall came right up to my face. Hello, Mr. Schnall. There we go. Now I'm not losing MP. I have my Dark Staff on. A little whoopsie there. Heaven Stern. Does it look like the Final Fantasy XI stuff, I guess, or... Oh, there's names and stuff, yeah, they sound very, similar, you know? Yeah, we're definitely waiting for weather, it's true. Alright, Big Door, let me get to the camp with this character. And then I'll pull up the picture. I rarely look at my Discord when I'm streaming. I even have it, like, muted so that, like, messages that, like, people PM me and stuff, I don't hear it. I just had like a problem early on where, I mean, not just in Discord, I would get messages in Final Fantasy XI, Discord, and all over whenever I would start an endgame event like Dynamis Divergence or go live. It would get kind of crazy. Remember one of the videos I made, I actually had to fuzz the chat screen because the one person was being very strange. I know, right, Silky Poo? But most of the time, people are very cozy and awesome. Like, 99% of you guys are awesome, you know? And then there's, like, the occasional hate watcher or somebody that's, like, really weird. But 99% of you guys are awesome. It's rarely an issue, especially lately. But early on, for some reason, you got some really strange people. I think some people like to, like, prey on early content creators and really try to abuse the whole, like, parasocial thing. Now we got these guys attacking this. Let's switch back. Champ found. Yahoo, yahoo, pretty now. I'm waiting for the weather to change here on Horizon. And so I brought my cat's eye character over to a camp to beat up some stuff. Alright, so let's pull up the Pex Big Door is talking about. The ninja and the samurai. So the samurai definitely has some like Iraha like inspirations. The ninja looks more like a 14 thing to me. I can see some of the color theming though. Yeah. Yahoo, pretty. It was fun to do Dynamis with you. So we still have 2 Vanadil hours before the day change. The weather could come back any second though. I still want to do the 11 raids on 14. And I'm sure I'll pop in from time to time. I love the music and the dresses and stuff like that, but it's never really ever pulled me hard into the end game.
Incoming emote.
You lost Shippa. I didn't see if they DC'd or not. Oh, it's all good. It was a little chaotic compared to like some dinos I healed for, but oh my gosh, I've seen worse. It was fun. It was like at that point where I didn't feel bored, you know? Because some Dynamises are so clean that it's actually kind of boring for a healer. So this was just spicy enough to keep me on my toes the entire time. Yeah, and then 14 took heavy inspiration from WoW, 2 Big Doors, so that would make sense that it resonates with you. We're parking my character on Cat's Eye back here where it's nice and safe. We're gonna wait for that robber crab to respawn. I'm not in any rush.
Incoming tell.
The Chippo's back. Yeah, so for the anniversary quest, we're over by where Jorgamon spawns. Jorgamon isn't here, but we were fighting ice elementals and then the ice weather, or the blizzard weather stopped. Zeus is saying that it's 100% for tomorrow, though. Okay, I pulled a goblin, Beastmaster, and I cast Barfira. I should be fine, right? You guys think I'm gonna come back to a dead scholar? Oh, there it is. Weather's back. That's 119 now. Let's see if there's any others I can grab other than 119, because 119 didn't give it to us. That one is 118. Okay, we didn't fight 118 yet, did we? And that one is 117. Alright, I'm gonna try 117. Snob, don't look at me.
Incoming tell.
Oh god, we just got pelted. Oh god, is it trying to kill me? Oh, kill Ayaka. Oh god, I kill Ayaka. Never mind. I got the message. I got the message. Jippo had it before. Rise, please don't lose too many master level points. Raise 3 gives the same effect takeover. I'm gonna grab one more for these guys. That's 118 here, right? Yep. We didn't do a 118, we did a 119, a 117. Let's grab this 118, I bet you that's it. Will they get it? Or are we all gonna get frozen to death? There we go. A nice little bump of experience points, too.
Incoming emote.
You all know what comes up next, right? It's time to return to Kaza. so it's the 5th turn and you get the next bonus, not the 3rd one. It's okay though. Another one bites the dust. And so far, chat, I just gotta say, every single camp that I've gone to, there's been multiple people showing up. I've never been alone. Not even once. Like, I thought I was gonna be alone for Ooze, and Katie Bedford herself comes running in. And then after that, another 2 people ran in. So, it seems like no matter where I go, whatever monster I try to go after, there's 100% gonna be, you know, something happening. My cat's eye character survived that encounter with the goblin and its pet. I'm gonna be job changing soon. Yeah, the re-raise doesn't matter. Just sneak. So we really need to get Shucky Poo done their quest if they're having trouble with 3 paths. I don't know exactly, like, it seems like Telly's moving away from Help Day a little bit. She's a little bit of a bummer. I know he wants to try to set it up again, but I don't know exactly where the logistics are gonna land on it. Because they know that they want to do during Saturday. Maybe it'll be Help Day in the morning, and then the sea event will be after. In the afternoon time. Well, American time, the afternoon time anyway. For Europe, it would be like late night or nighttime. I'm kind of hoping that I get an NM that screams, "Bring my white mage." But who knows? So far, all the NMs I've been seeing are saying, screaming, "Bring my summoner." That song is almost the perfect length for getting to Norg. It like hits the restart point right as you get to Norg. It's chocobo time. Then it NM. Nope. Beastmaster getting XP. Almost did it again. Always hug the left side of the wall, or you will get lost in the jungle. It's the lizards that dropped the teleport Yod item. Not gonna make the cave mistake again. This cave instead. That's how you get through without getting lost. Onto the blue moon. I should time at some point what's longer, just walking or doing the whole Norg bit. Alright. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy.
Incoming emote.
There's our next hint. Green shot. Ah. Well, this seemed really easy. Goblin Schmithy and Sanctuary Azita. Goblin Furrier. Early you do this one. It's a black mage. Teleport out of here, get back to Juno. So this hint is, when a gathered soul is made anew, I gather where the sparks are born, from reforged edge and tempered fire. I rise with blades reborn by time. I mean, I guess I can kind of get the Goblin Smithy part from the reforged edge and tempered fire. But the rise reborn by time would have threw me off a bit. I think this one I can get white mage, sub black mage. I'm gonna beat something up with my club. I know. Yeah, as much as I like the Morgenstern. Yeah. Alright, chat. I think we're gonna head off to this next one. This one doesn't seem too bad. So how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a good night. Chat's been a little quiet. Thank you for the dance emote takeover. You know, I was just thinking that, Showkeeper, you might be right. There's a good chance this time you're right. Alright, so L9. I love the squishy footprints in the rain. They do a lot of good footprints effects in this game, though. Even all the way up in Seekers of Adeline, they do. I was gonna try to grab another robber crab on my cat's eye character, but Mr. Goblin Shepherd said he wanted to dance instead, so let's see how my cat's eye character survives. Aw, Yahoo Yahoo Hard Socket. Or Alaris. He'll be very cozy. for doing some of the anniversary NMs. And I appreciate. They call this a seldomly visited area, right? That's only because nobody likes Samurai on Horizon. Or the Mandao. I'm kidding. But, like, maybe I'm not kidding. There's some samurais on the server. Alright, so you're a goblin smithy. But we should probably go deeper in. Only level 32. Oh, my club is gonna bonk you. My mace is going to meet your head, and I don't think you're gonna like it very much. Well, there's the question mark spot for the tree, and there's the Mandao spot. Okay. I only really see one goblin smithy. One goblin furrier. It says 059. Guess what? You get to be the first one. I know I had paralyzed. Let's just haste myself. Not that furry. Not that smithy. So it says L9. So we're gonna run up here more. Oh, there is a furrier up here. Maybe it is you. Yeah, this is L9. The strike say what? Oh, yep, that was him. It was this one. So for me, it was a furrier. Time to go back to Chasm. Okay, that was really easy, and this was the first time I didn't see anybody here. But the monster is only like level 30-something. Alright, chat. I was gonna level my red mage. I really thought I was gonna level my red mage tonight. But, not gonna lie, I kinda got into the anniversary stuff here a bit. So I think I'm gonna try to see what my next one is. Let's see if it's a total nightmare or not. And if it's not a total nightmare, we might try for that tonight too. And then after that, I don't know, we'll see what happens. On the uplands, go back. Eh. Gonna keep getting this carp until your eyes only see carp. I really hope he gets a Lushangs though. It's a really good fishing pole. I have it on my retail character. And I can pretty much catch up on almost anything. And very few things can make it break. Only like the absolute hardest fish. There are worse things to dream about. Like losing the lot on something you really want. Definitely has happened to all of us at least once. But it never feels good. A lot of people fishing here by the waterfall. Ah yes, Fee. Ah, you're pretty close then. You're one zone away, Shooky Poo. And Big Door, what's the benefit of that? Is there like a mount you get out of it or something? Or is it just one of your self-quests? Which is perfectly fine, I'm just curious. I like to know if they come with a carrot, you know? Oh, wow, Koopa. That's a perfectly good reason. Also a good reason, Big Door. So what's the temperature where you're at, Koopa? Hello, Shucky Poo. I'm down in the cave with the good music and the undead. And the Sahagin. Oh wow, it's colder where you're at than where I'm at then. We had ice. We had an ice storm. And so there's still a lot of ice on the ground outside. I think it was like 35 or 36 today. So you went from like springtime into winter in one day. Kind of ashamed? What? I guess, you know, I've had moments of that with any video game, including Final Fantasy XI. The way I've balanced it out in my own heart, right, is you can't let anything you love take over your life. Anything you love can do it. Love for a person, love for your children, love for a video game, love for yourself even. You really gotta find a balance. You gotta care for others sometimes. You gotta care about yourself sometimes. You gotta take risks sometimes. You gotta even find time for games like Final Fantasy XI and other games. And I feel like once that gets out of whack, it doesn't affect us right away. We're sturdy as humans. But slowly but surely, as Takeover would say, the corruption comes. And just kind of erodes and eats at us until that kind of shame and that, like, embarrassment or like, oh, I spent so many hours on this thing and I don't know what it was for, you know? But for me, like, I think I said this a couple times in the past. When I got everything in Final Fantasy XI I ever wanted, I had to find a deeper purpose to keep playing the game. I had to find a deeper reason, and for me particularly, I'm not saying this is everybody's reason, but I found the joy in helping other people, and teaching other people and stuff like that. And so that was my deeper reason to keep me in the game, was to help others with challenges and learn and grow in a game that I love a ton, and made countless friends over the decades. And a few enemies. I mean, that comes with the territory. Yeah, that's a lot of hardcore, Big Door. You know, and I used to play that hardcore in 11 too. We were doing the hardest stuff in the game. Every single time it came out, we want to crush it. And I loved it, and I loved who I played with. But the intensity level I did not love. Eventually it started to eat at me. Another reason that I found a lot of people will stick around a game is because of friends, too. And that's a perfectly good reason to stick around for a game. Or, like, their housing. They like their housing. It's like a dollhouse, you know? Or, like, in some ways, your Final Fantasy 14 or 11 avatar is a lot like your personal and your favorite doll. You get to dress it up. You get to show it off. Yahoo, yahoo, Senpapi! Another wonderful streamer just joined the chat. Ni hao, Senpapi. Probably said it terribly, but still, hello, hello. So I'm doing anniversary quests, NMs. We're down. I'm gonna find out what number 5 is and see how horrifying it is. Oh wow, Big Door. But I mean, like, did you help, like, other players? Did you learn? Did you participate in the community? Did you post on the boards? Like, or were you just completely isolated and didn't say or do anything with others? And soloed, like, you sounds like you were community involved. You're just very intense about it, but you still sound like you were involved in a community and made friends. Like, even Seraphina, who's like a hardcore solo MMO player, plays with her friends all the time. I'd say Seraphina plays with her friends more than I play with my friends. And so it's like, even the biggest solo player in the world has friends they play with regularly. Like, Senpapi and Beta have been forming a friendship too. Alright, so what's my next hint? With ropes undone and compass lost, so let me screenshot it. Oh! Sea Serpent Grotto, we were just there. But hold on, which one is it? Oh, thank God, it's not past the ornamented door. Okay. I believe it, Big Door. I still need an ammo slot on my cat's eye character. Alright, so this one is in Sea Serpent's Grotto. I have absolutely no idea if it's gonna be up, right? There's probably gonna be people there. Because, I mean, come on, let's be real. It's a lottery pop. Hopefully you get it on the first kill that's at M's, right? Can you imagine not getting the, like, credit for it? I appreciate everybody's honesty, at least. Nobody's peppering it with compliments like, oh, it'll be okay. It's like, oh no, this is a pain one. The night's getting later, right? Who knows, maybe people start to go to bed. I don't know. Just gonna pop out there and check. What's the harm, right? I was gonna say, you would probably have a lot of trouble with your thief on the one I just did before this. Or not this one. The one before that. The Ice Elemental. Level 84 Ice Elementals. Like, oh my. I'm pretty sure I have to go this way to get down. I think the other way is like a fall or a ramp. Or maybe not. Undead bats? You don't look like undead bats. They're your bones and stuff. Oh, people are here XP. Who does? I always feel hate from them.
Incoming emote.
Ah, that's gonna pull me hate. Alright, yeah, let's say I don't wanna get you guys too messed up here. Good luck on your adventures. For a couple cheers out, you know. What's an ooze? Different kind of ooze. Alright, let's see. 42 seconds enough time? Yeah, we're fine. Oh my.
Incoming emote.
Hello. Well, the chest was there a moment ago. The chest is now gone. We have a lot of people here. I think a lot more than an alliance is worth.
Incoming tell.
Okay, yeah, I've played with Lydia before too. Appreciate them letting me know. Alright, so the alliance is already full. There's no point trying to fight these guys over this. We'll just have to wait for another time to farm it. But y'all can see clearly this is gonna be an interesting one. What does that leave then? Looks like my cat's eye character managed to survive. We wish her shepherd. Little shell buster. A little bit of that, a little Dia. Alright, y'all are fine. Yeah, it'll probably be better in the morning, and I'm on vacation, so I can definitely try to poke at it. A lot of people checking it out, though, for sure. So that being said, I definitely wanted to check it out, you know? I was like, let's just do some intel. See what's even going on. I think I'm gonna keep the ice clusters, just because when I go to Ifrit's Cauldron, and ever I want them, I never have them when I need them. I think I'm just gonna hold on to them. But the other stuff, let's go over here to my mug wardrobe or satchel, storage slip 6. That's what we want to do. And this Porter Moogle over here. I go, hey, Mr. Porter Moogle, how's it going? Here's storage slip 6 and all the extra gear I got. Oh, wait, not the wool. Valor. Okay, I guess I need the summoner one. Yeah, so just the... Alright. 2 varieties of item. Alright, so then he's gonna hold on to that. Now I don't gotta worry about inventory for it. And if I ever play those shops, they're ready to go. Just sitting nice and tight in that storage slip for all the relic stuff. Let's see, what other inventory items I gotta deal with? Is a wolf cuffs drop off of somebody I fought? I don't remember getting a wolf cuffs, but definitely sell those. And sparkling stones, infinity core. Not really feeling like Gamba. Oh god, they're so cheap on this server, it's crazy. On retail, sparkling stones are worth a ton, because they can craft into stakini rings. And I feel like I already have a pulled beast coin. Let's just get rid of that. I think that pretty much cleans out the inventory from all the adventures and stuff today. Should probably change back to my red mage and work on some macros or something. But does anybody else need any help with anything? Before we wrap up here a bit? Find somebody maybe to raid? Definitely would like to see if somebody needs any help with anything first. Let's see if I can scoop up a, Oh, yep, looks like I made a friend already on my cat's eye character. Goblin, you coming for me, right? Yep, I thought so.
Incoming tell.
Leave that person set there. What do you need help with, Poppy? Fresh signet. And while I'm here, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna pick up a scroll instant re-raise and a scroll instant warp.
Incoming tell.
I can help you with that, Poppy, if you need. There's a reason that you're probably having trouble getting to them.
Incoming tell.
Yeah, the outpost warp out to Fagrani.
Incoming command.
I don't know, I'm sneaky and visiting with my white mage. Everything's fine, everything's fine. Alright, some Poppy made it. Yeah, a little bit of a hike. Nice, Lucky Poo. Congratulations. I have a feeling that's gonna pay off for you monetarily more than you might think. There are waves with certain fishes, like some people just stop catching a certain one and the market on it just corners. I hope you have a wonderful sleep. Thank you for coming out. I always appreciate the support. It definitely makes it more interesting, you know, because 11 could be a little slow. And it's something I love about it because it helps you refine your skill and you can become like a super master. But at the same time, that would be absolutely dreadful if you didn't have anybody to talk to. You're most welcome, Senpapi. It wasn't like I was gonna be able to keep doing the anniversary quests. Unless I got like toxic and competitive with an entire alliance, which I wasn't gonna do that. Especially when friends were present already. And then, I could get into like a Red Mage XP party. But it's already getting pretty late. So I feel like... I don't know, maybe I'm crazy about this. The late night parties are hit or miss. Sometimes you get in a legendary late night party that runs till like 2 or 3 in the morning and you get legendary experience. And then other times you don't. Other times you get a very fragmented mess. Almost like there's really good windows to get experience points. Like, I guess what I'm envisioning would be, my Red Mage being the only support. 3 Dark Knights that all love their Soul Eater way more than they should. A tank of some kind. And, what would the 5th person be? A thief. That doesn't have sub-ninja. Okay, there we go. That's my worst nightmare party. Ninja that forgot she hit. Even better. Even better. I love it. I love it. Yeah. There's my worst nightmare party as a healer. I'm like trying to envision it, but I think that's it. 3 Dark Knights, a ninja that forgot Shihei, and a thief that doesn't have sub-ninja. And I'm the only support. If all those players are actually really good, then it's still gonna be tough. But it won't be as bad because the ninja has sleep bolts. somebody can trade the ninja Shihei, because somebody has it, I'm sure. Then the thief has the sleep bolts. And the pace is kept reasonable. And somehow, for some reason, the Dark Knights don't use Soul Eater when it's about to kill them. If that happens, if the Dark Knights are smart about their Soul Eater use, somebody gives that ninja some Shihei or sells them some on the spot, and the thief has Bloody and... Bloody's optional, but at least Sleep Bolts, and they hit, and they sleep stuff, then yes, that party will actually do quite okay. But that doesn't mean I wouldn't be very nervous in the beginning. I would be scared. I would be like, uh-oh, how is this gonna go? Wait, I thought of something to make it even worse. The Dark Knights have to have a Papa Roach lyrics Soul Eater macro in party chat that goes off every time they hit Soul Eater. Or not Papa Roach, maybe it's Limp Bizkit. There's a couple songs you could use for Soul Eater. Yes! Oh, that's your last resort. You're right. That's your last resort. It can't be for Soul Eater. Time to load up Dark Knight Tales on YouTube again. Yahoo, Yashka. I hurt myself today. You know, Dark Knight's a really amazing job. Like, I know I'm talking smack on it, and everybody's probably like, oh, Sakura is like Eric with Samurai, except with Dark Knight. It's not true. Dark Knight's amazing. There are streams of me playing Dark Knight on my retail character, and I'm just giddy. I'm just like sleeping stuff, stunning stuff, running in like freaking Leroy Jenkinsing, sleeping anything that's in my way. Just feeling like an invincible baddie. And then you get Shockwave. You get Shockwave on retail, which is an area of effect greatsword weapon skill that does sleep. So like, you just grab a whole bunch of crap, Shockwave them, you start beating them down one by one. Ah, it feels wonderful. Are your health a little low? Dark Seal into Drain. Oh, now my HP's like thousands more than anybody else, even a monk. And Dark Knight played well is a beautiful thing. I'm trying to remember exactly how many you have to have, Chucky Poo. Is it 1,000? I'm like so rusty on the Lushan quest. Or is it 10,000? I think it's 10,000. It is 10. Okay, 10,000. You're 10% of the way there almost. Oh, nice, Ashka. The Bisu +1. Hey, well, Oh, sorry. We only need sneak in here, Senpapi. This should be good, though. Yahoo Cyber Immersion. Yeah, there's a lot of really powerful stuff you can do. You like Cyber, you've been working on Samurai, right? And having Hasso up, you know. Like I've already told you a bunch, and you already know you've been growing in Samurai for sure. But you're having Hasso up all the time. Some Sam sleep on third eye. Because, like, you know, using a job ability resets your attack rate, right? So they don't want to hit it unless they have to. Knowing when to meditate and when not to meditate. Use their Sekinoki at the right time. And the other samurai job abilities. Then knowing your best skill chains with what pairs. Like, oh, there's a Dark Knight. I'm gonna use Tachi Gecko because that makes better darknesses. Or the fact that Tachi Jinpu can be combined forever. Just Tachi Jinpu into Tachi Jinpu into Tachi Jinpu. So not quite Shiva's area, but yes, you have to come down to Shiva's area, right? And then now look at the map, Senpapi, right? See that part on the west side there? But not the crystal in the northeast, but on the west side? That's where we're heading. And then that dumps us off by the shadows. And remember I was telling you about the Masamune being the one that you could probably solo? You don't have to get the Masamune to unlock Fudo, though. You can do it through the other method as well, with the Devious Dice and the Luminous Residue. And the coins. The 30 coins, 100 Devious Dice, 100 Luminous Residue. That's all from Walk of Echoes. Or you can find it in Bazaars, too, but it does get a little pricey then. Oh yeah, certain months, yeah, and the Devious Dice and the Luminous Residue. Yeah, they rotate, but yeah, you can totally. It's a really good weapon skill. Fudo misses sometimes, like I like Shoha better myself. But Shoha, like you need both, really. Even Kasha's really good, but Kasha's a bit harder because you need to get to the top of, I don't know if I did that with you or not. Go into the top of Nizul and got you a mythic starter weapon, the Vigil weapon. But once you get the Vigil weapon, you can take it to a blue mage in the Goblin shop and start the quest for that. It's a lot like the quest weapon skill, notorious things, and there's no NM associated with it at the end, though. Oh geez, my sneak just wore. I wasn't watching my timer. Right, I leave Senpapi. Oh no. Senpapi, stop! Wrong way! That's okay, just stop where you're at. If you're safe, I'll come to you. Or if you would have backtracked just a teeny bit. But, yeah, there you are. There's some Poppy. Alright. Oh, it's all good. It's getting late. That's why I was like, we're gonna wrap up soon. But before we do, let's see if anybody needs any help. While navigation isn't my strong suit, we're running to the place where I met Zeus. Listen, Poppy, this is where I met Zeus, where we're going. This is how I know it so well. Well, I mean, I know it so well for a bunch of reasons, but this is the last time I ran this path. Not the god, our Zeus. Our friend and buddy in the community. He was on his character as Moodiest Stargem, I believe, is the name, the Galka. Okay, so usually there's shadows here. Oh, wait, there's somebody. There you go, some Poppy. That person's probably working on the same thing. But yeah, this is where they spawn. Oh, there's a Spectre. Yeah, Zeus, I was saying this is where we met. Alright, Sim Poppy, I'm gonna bounce out of here, okay? I think you got this on lock. I'm gonna give you a haste and some buffs quick. So Zeus, I was saying this is where we met. See, we're over by where the shadows are. A very weird, obscure place. That is where we met. You were on Asmodeus Stargem. Your Beastmaster. I was on a very low level thief because I was trying to crack open a chest. Thank you for the gifted sub, Pin Poppy. Okay, alright, we got Pro, Show, we got all the goodies. You're welcome. Throw a D on this guy. Ah, that's fair. So, Sim Poppy, what are you here for? Are you here for the anniversary quest? Is this one of the anniversary quest monsters? It wouldn't surprise me. Okay. I think you're gonna be fine by yourself, though. Let me recast haste on you. Fresh haste never hurts, right? And then I'm gonna bounce out of here. I think we need to find somebody to raid, and I think I know who I want to raid, because we haven't raided them in a while. Alright, Sim Poppy, good luck.
Incoming emote.
You got this. Yep, that's exactly who we're raiding. That's exactly who we're raiding. You read my mind, Zeus. Thanks for coming out, Shilky Poo. Congrats on getting 10% to your Lu Shang and level 17 fishing. Alright, let's switch to the rune. He really is a god. He really is Cyber. So I hope everybody had a lot of fun. I know we didn't get to any Suikoden 5 today. I'm sorry. We had a lot of fun with the anniversary quest. We did get Genki 4 done on the Cat's Eye character. And the Cat's Eye character got halfway to level 62 or so, just AFK pulling stuff pretty much. The Horizon character wound up getting up to 4 of the anniversary monsters taken care of. And you all saw what happened with the 5th one. So, I really want to thank everybody for coming out. We are going to raid a streamer called Cackle King B. He is a treat. Part of the community for sure. Part of several communities I would say I support heavily. And definitely worth checking out. Plays a lot on Horizon. Really good Dragoon and a couple of other jobs. A really positive atmosphere. And if you haven't checked them out yet, I highly encourage it. So let's go give them a raid. It's been a minute since I have given them a raid too, so they definitely need a raid. But Oyasumi Nasai, everybody. Matane. Jane. Take care. Adios. Hearts. And more than likely, I will probably be on at some point tomorrow. So, keep your eyes peeled. Take care, and hearts. Till next time, let's go see how to Bex.